I am 91 years old, and for the last 15 years, ever since the love of my life died, when people hear that, the reaction is always the same. I see it in their eyes. It is pity. Oh, Peggy, you must be so lonely. Peggy, you should move closer to the kids. Peggy, you need to get out more, see people, fill the void. The world looks at an old woman in a quiet house and sees a tragedy. They see isolation, they see sadness. But I am here to tell you something that society refuses to believe. They are wrong. It has been 15 years since I started living with only my own company and my own thoughts. I haven't moved, I don't get out much, and I am perfectly, completely, wonderfully fine. I am not lonely. In fact, I have never felt more complete. If you are afraid of silence, if you think you need to be surrounded by noise and people to prove your life has value, then you need to listen to me. Because the world lied to you about what it means to be alone. We live in a culture that treats solitude like a disease. From the moment we are born, we are taught that happiness is a team sport. We are taught that a full calendar is the sign of a full life. If you are eating dinner alone at a restaurant, people think something went wrong. If you spend Saturday night reading a book instead of going to a party, they say you are isolating. I see young people today, and even people my age, running from one place to another, running from the quiet, turning on the television the moment they walk in the door just to hear voices, checking their phones every 30 seconds. What are you running from? I will tell you what you are running from. You are running from yourselves. I made that mistake too. When my husband, Harold, passed away, I felt the panic. The silence in the house was deafening. I thought I needed to fill it. I thought the silence would swallow me alive. But then something happened. I stopped running, I sat in my chair, looked at the garden, and I let the silence in. And I realized that silence was not an enemy. It was an old friend I had ignored for decades. There is a brutal difference between being alone and being lonely. And most people spend their entire lives without understanding that difference, suffering unnecessarily. Let me tell you about the moment everything changed. It was about 6 months after Harold's funeral. My daughter, Karen, kept insisting I move in with her. She said, "Mom, it's not natural to stay in that big house with no one." I almost went. The fear almost made me go. But on a Tuesday morning, I woke up at 7 a.m. The house was quiet. I made my tea. I sat by the window to watch the birds. When Harold was alive, I made breakfast at 7:30 because he liked to eat early. I planned my day around his needs, not out of obligation, but out of love. But it was his life, and I lived in it. That Tuesday morning, I realized I wasn't hungry, and I realized I didn't have to eat if I didn't want to. I could read the entire newspaper. I could stare at the red cardinal at the bird feeder for 20 minutes. No one was waiting, no one was demanding. For the first time in 60 years, the time was mine. Did I miss Harold? My God, yes. I miss him every single day. The empty chair at the dining table never stops being empty. But missing someone is not the same as being unhappy. Grief is the price we pay for having loved deeply, and I pay that price gladly. But that day, I realized I could carry my grief and, at the same time, enjoy my own company. I discovered I wasn't isolated. I was free. If you live alone, or if you fear the day you will be alone, pay attention. Here are the 5 lessons it took me 91 years to learn about finding peace in your own company. Lesson 1. Understand the difference between being alone and being lonely. They are not the same thing, not even close. Loneliness is feeling like you are not understood, not valued. You can feel terrible loneliness at a crowded party or in a bad marriage. I have seen it happen. Being alone is just a physical state. It is an opportunity. Stop asking yourself, am I too alone? And start asking yourself, do I have connections that matter? I talk to my daughter Karen every Sunday for 20 minutes. For me, that is enough. Figure out what is enough for you, not what society says should be enough. Lesson 2. Routine is your anchor. When you live with other people, the day has automatic structure. Meals, conversations, schedules. When you live alone, the days can turn into a blur. You must build your own structure. I wake up at 7. I make tea. Same cup, same chair. I read the news. That repetition is not boredom. It is sanity. It is my way of telling the universe, I am here. This day matters. If you live alone, create rituals. They are the skeleton of your life. Without them, you collapse. Lesson 3. Have something that needs you. For me, it is Mildred, my one-year-old cat. She is stubborn, has strong opinions, and demands breakfast at 7:15 sharp. If I don't get up, she complains, and that is good. You need something alive that counts on your presence. It could be a cat, a dog, or even the birds in the garden. I keep a list of every bird that visits my yard, date, time, species. Does it sound silly? Maybe, but it forces me to look outside. It forces me to pay attention. When you stop paying attention to the world, you get trapped inside your head. And the head is a dangerous neighborhood to walk in alone at night. Lesson 4. Be picky with people. When you live alone, your social energy is precious. Do not waste it on people who do not matter. I have 3 friends, Margaret from church, Doris from the book club, and Helen, my neighbor. Just 3. I used to feel guilty. I thought I should be more popular. What nonsense. One real conversation is worth more than 100 polite conversations about the weather. If you are an introvert, stop apologizing. Choose quality over quantity. 3 friends who know your soul are worth more than 20 who only know your name. And here is the 5th lesson, the hardest one of all. To live well alone, you have to like the person you live with, yourself. If you cannot stand yourself, living alone will be hell, because there is nowhere to run. I spent years criticizing myself. Peggy, you are too quiet. Peggy, you are boring. I compared myself to outgoing, loud people and felt smaller. At 91, I finally stopped that war. I like reading. I like my tea. I like sleeping early. I don't like noise. I don't like gossip. And that is not a flaw. It is who I am. If you are struggling with loneliness, ask yourself, are you sad because you are alone? Or are you sad because you think you should be sad? There is a good chance that you, like me, are just a quiet person in a world that never stops screaming. Give yourself permission to be quiet. Soon, I will turn this off. I will make my afternoon tea. Mildred is already looking at me, judging me, thinking I have talked too much. I know my time is short. At 91, you don't buy green bananas. But I am not afraid of the end, and I am not afraid of the now. My children still worry. They think I am isolated, but I am not isolated. I am at peace. Don't let anyone convince you that your own company is a consolation prize. It isn't. It is a luxury. It is an achievement. If you are watching this and feel pressured to live a life that doesn't fit you, stop. Breathe. Look out the window. Make some tea. You already have everything you need. I'm Peggy, and I hope you find the beauty in the silence before it is too late to appreciate it. Now, turn off the computer. Go watch the birds.